One thing that baffles VTuber fans to this day is the insane and explosive rise of Gawr Gura. In Hololive, a VTuber reaching 100k to 200k subs in one day after their announcement is normal. But 1 million subs in a single fucking month is just absurd. Not just to VTubing but to content creating in general. So how did that happen? How did this lolly shark girl become the most subscribed VTuber and become a cultural icon of not just VTubing but of the internet? Before we answer how Gura got where she is now, I want to ask you about a similar situation. How did PewDiePie get so massive? Obviously, he got big when he was doing horror content and jump scare videos, but on an analytical standpoint, why did he grow that much? What about the man himself made him YouTube's king? What about the audience of YouTube and the platform itself propelled him that high into internet legend? You don't have to answer that, but this question mirrors Gura's growth and has factors that are quite common with each other. One of the obvious being that they appeal to a wide range of people. Normies, casuals, hardcore VTuber fans, and even absolute degenerates. See, when VTubing started getting mainstream attention at the peak of the VTuber boom, tons of tourists from various communities who wanted to see what they were all about came to Hololive, and especially Myth first and foremost. They found their Oshis and found out which VTuber worked out well for them. Each VTuber attracted different kinds of people and they appealed to niche communities. But Gura was different, because she did not appeal to any niche community, she appealed to almost every single one of them. You don't have to specifically be a music lover to enjoy her. You don't have to specifically like goth girls, kusogakis, shit posters, explicitly lewd girls, or whatever taste you have in a waifu. It's all fucking irrelevant. If you like anything cute, you'll most probably like Gura. She has a decent viewership of both kids and adults. She's family friendly enough to appeal to kids and anyone of a younger demographic, which explains all the stories you see everywhere that kids for some reason watch Gura's VODs, but she's also aware of old memes, pop culture references, and is well versed in adult humor to appeal to grown-ups. Gura is the VTuber that has the lowest barrier to entry. She's one of the easiest to understand and easiest to get into. Fans of Gura don't necessarily have to like VTubers to like her. This reason is essentially why a lot of people sub to Gura and Gura alone, especially when she got viral over many platforms. The time period during the launch of Myth was also perfect. Watch my HoloMyth video to get the full details. But essentially, with Hololive's strong brand power and because she, alongside the others, were launched during the peak of the VTuber boom, Myth had the best kind of exposure among English-speaking fans. It was a time where the novelty of VTubers was at an all-time high in English-speaking countries. The sole fact that someone was a VTuber was already a selling point for many. People were hungry for an English VTuber that actually felt similar to how Japanese VTubers did, not just some random English streamer that hopped into the trend. They wanted someone that was cute, charming, witty, knows the community and culture really well, and overall extremely fun. Myth was the best kind of response for that demand, and it's especially true for Gura, since she was an all-rounder and packed the whole package for anyone in the rabbit hole. Couple that with a simple character design and memorable visual motifs, and that was enough to give Gura a buff. See, the thing about VTuber character design for females is that lollies get an interest buff compared to everyone in a group, so it only made sense that more people were paying attention to her specifically. I also think that Hololive isn't using her marketability enough. Because of her popularity and extremely recognizable yet simple design, she's basically the best kind of VTuber to market. Slap Gura or her themes on anything and everything, and literally anyone will buy it, even if they're anime-only fans. She's essentially the Baby Yoda of the VTuber industry. But how about Gura's skills and merits? Does she actually deserve that much attention? Unsurprisingly, Gura is extremely talented. Her debut was arguably one of the best debuts in VTubing ever, and that's all according to her Keikaku. She started it by creating a meme, played cute for the camera, melted people's hearts, and blew them away with her amazing singing voice. She knows how to engage with her fans, bounce off of them really well, make them laugh or blush, and keep them entertained throughout her streams. Hell, she's even seen as an absolute Chad. See, during the start of her career, Gura was embroiled in a Twitter drama where a bunch of people seethed at how extremely successful Myth was, and Gura more specifically. There was even an influencer called Brittany Venti who basically said that Gura's fans were a bunch of pedophiles and that she appealed to child predators and was a stain upon the world. And the girl got ratioed hard and deservingly so. Gura then made a response in the best way possible, by not giving her the time of day and by mocking her. This only got more traction for VTubers and Gura, getting her name recognized by curious bystanders as a fucking badass. Not only that, Gura is extremely popular outside English-speaking countries, again due to the fact that she appeals to everyone, but also because of her own doing. She's big in Japan, China surprisingly, even after HoloLive got cancelled, and any other countries that doesn't speak English. She's cute in the same way to them that we English-speaking fans find Korone cute. We don't fucking understand her, but she still squeezes our hearts and makes us smile whenever we see or hear her. By telling the Japanese fans to call her Same-chan, she cemented herself as the one and only shark girl. With that, and since there was very few sea animal-themed VTubers at that time, she has synonymized herself as not just the shark VTuber, but she has become the shark girl of the anime community. An anime fan, regardless if they are in the rabbit hole or not, will vaguely remember Gura when they think of the term shark girl. She has essentially monopolized that concept, so I seriously discourage any VTuber from taking up the shark girl or shark guy kayfabe, because your SEO's going to tank since Gura dominates the shark girl searches everywhere, or that people are going to rip you to shreds for daring to copy the shark girl's concept and riding on her popularity. Her past was also a big factor into this. Her massive and influential past was a factor into her explosive growth. She wasn't just a 2-view nobody on Twitch and YouTube, she's a content creating veteran who knows what she's doing. However, her rise to success wasn't without their fair share of negatives. See, the thing about any content creator rising so rapidly, especially if they have friends or are part of a group, is that they tend to be compared with others. With articles left and right praising the shark girl for dominating the VTuber industry and becoming the community's queen, a lot of fans have gotten so smug and passionate about it, it honestly became extremely annoying to other fans and viewers. When Gura was rising faster than anti-vaxxers dropping in the US in 2020, a lot of fans were spurging everywhere in social media and even to other VTubers' chat and comment section, and that's pretty fucking terrible. It was especially worse in HoloLive, whose relatively big talents always got compared with her. Envy like that, if they ever felt it, takes their toll on a content creator, and it's even worse if their own fans point it out. As time passed on, it's good to see that the fans have somehow third-wrangled themselves to behaving and stopped, which is honestly kind of impressive considering that Gura never addressed that situation and barely talked about it. However, it didn't really cause any drama, but point is, stop number fagging. You all look stupid the moment you start comparing numbers with other VTubers. Celebrating the growth and success of your Oshi is well and dandy, but the moment you start comparing them with anyone is when you cross the line. This doesn't just apply for Gura fans, it applies to literally everyone in the VTubing community, since it happens all the fucking time. Still though, an extremely unusual phenomena like this wasn't going to be uncelebrated. With her breaking all sorts of records for the VTuber industry, it's no wonder that people were calling her the queen of VTubers. And the best part about it is that Gura never rubs her success on the face of anyone. Even if her fans go wild and wacky, Gura makes sure to never put herself, nor let anyone put her on a pedestal. And I think that it was this behavior that encouraged her fans to behave themselves, to follow in the shark's footsteps and just succeed without making a big fuss about it everywhere. While people may call her the queen of VTubers, nobody in HoloLive treats her as such. Like any VTuber, she's just one of the many girls who just wants to chill with her fans, play games with her friends, and sing her heart out. It is precisely this that Gura is the easiest VTuber to get into. She is the quintessential cute and funny anime girl that people expect from a VTuber. In this regard, she's not any different from a lot of VTubers out there. However, it's also this that only makes her even more relatable, adorable, and lovable. She isn't some untouchable goddess that fans and VTubers alike revere. She's not some VTuber that any niche community or only a specific kind of people will love. She's just a dumb, cute, and funny shark girl that knows how to balance the yabai and the kawaii, and that can make anyone of any age love her and laugh with her. And that's really all you need to know about Gura and why she got as big as she did. With her content creating experience, humble and good-hearted personality, her exceptional talent, and her S+ ability to entertain, there is almost no timeline that Gura wasn't going to be extremely successful no matter where she was. Couple that with the fact that she joined one of the biggest VTuber agencies, and at a time when VTubing was getting trending around the world, and you have the recipe for a VTuber to explode this much. It is this perfect storm of factors that got her to rise as abnormally as she did. And it is because of her and her friends that caused the trend to rise up even higher. Like her or not, it isn't a stretch to say that Gura was one of those leading the charge of the VTuber boom in 2020. She was one of those responsible for the sudden rise of VTubers, and with her massive growth, became one of the largest faces of the VTubing world. Gura has cemented herself as an influential talent in the industry, and it's fair to say that the VTuber community would have been a smaller and less inviting ocean without her. Hello everyone, thanks for watching the video. Leave a like and comment down below if I've missed something or if you have something to add. And if you want to support me, joining my membership and Patreon will be the best way to do so. Anyway, that's it. See ya.